Our next guy is Paine, Thomas Paine.
Paine.
One of my favorite guys. So I have on here that he was a loser. Quick little backstory. This guy was in England. He's from England. And he tried all these little businesses and he failed miserably. Even did a women's undergarment store.
Yeah.
And he failed at that. He can't sell bras and panties. All right. Like this guy's he just loses at everything he does. All he's good at doing is sitting around in pubs complaining about the government. He's really good at that. And he's so good at it that he decides he's going to write a little pamphlet. And a pamphlet, it's just a little mini booklet, I guess.
Common sense.
Common sense.
Basically, he just goes on to say, hey, it's common sense that we declare our independence. It's common sense that we break away from the mother country. It's common sense that we come together to fight this war.
But I thought we were already fighting the war. Like, why do you even have to write this?
Because people were losing their morale. You know, even though it boosts the morale of the soldiers, colonists who were not enlisted or colonists who were not actually fighting, who weren't even thinking about enlisting, they just were just like, we might as well give up and just stay a part of the mother country. Yeah. But Thomas Paine was really trying to, you know, get them to see we need to continue the fighting and try to drag this out as long as we can until Britain surrenders. And
we still had that olive branch petition. There's still a lot of people that are like, we're not going to be independent. We just are fighting to get our rights.
Right.
This is saying, no, we need to go beyond that. This is it. Like, we need to truly break up from them. So this is pretty radical.
It is.
And he's trying to get a lot of these loyalists, too, who are like, no, we should stay with the king. He's like, does it really make sense?
Why?
This little island, 3,000 miles away, is controlling us.
Does that make sense?
No.
Or they're making all the laws and they're taxing us without representation in
Parliament. We're paying all of our taxes to the little island.
Yeah.
And this guy's a king. That means his daddy's daddy was good at killing people with swords. So therefore, he's our leader. That doesn't make any sense. We're not represented. Like, all these things, he's like, duh. I love that's just called common sense. That's one of the best names ever for a book.
It was just common sense.
Yeah, so T-Paine's the winner now because everyone listens to this and they decide, you know what, we need to step up our game.
Yeah.
And so we decide we're going to declare independence.
We're going to declare independence.
Yeah.
So the group comes together, the Continental Congress comes together again and decides to formally declare independence.
Yeah.
This breakup letter.
This is it. And you've got a group of 5 guys here who are the group that are supposed to write it.
Haven't we seen these guys before?
We've seen some. We got John Adams.
Our
lawyer. Or Better Call Saul. That's how I describe him. Ben Franklin. I think we've heard of him, maybe. Mm-hmm. And then a new guy we should be familiar with, Thomas Jefferson. Who later is going to be our 3rd president because of this, really. So this group comes together and they're supposed to write this Declaration of Independence. Mm-hmm. And how group work usually works, the one smart kid does all the work and everybody else just sits around. That's kind of what happened here. Yeah. TJ writes the entire thing and everyone else just edits and says, I disagree with this, and this, and they nitpick, even though they didn't do all the work. And just so you know, he stole most of his ideas. He kind of plagiarized.
Did he?
He stole from those Enlightenment thinkers in England, John Locke.
But I thought that Thomas Jefferson was just pretty smart himself.
He's pretty smart because he stole good ideas. That's why he's smart, yeah. Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. He totally stole that from John Locke. But I'm okay with that. Locke meant for everybody to do this stuff. So, but TJ wrote it. So if we ask him the test, who wrote the Declaration? Thomas Jefferson's your guy. Yep. So we have the Declaration in class. We'll be working on this, and we'll read through it and figure out everything you need to know about it.
Analyze it.
So don't worry about that.